Yo, what is going on, guys? I am bringing you two gameplay videos that were released today. One was unlisted, and one was everyone saw. The first one is the one that everyone probably saw if you saw the trailer, but I'm going to show you the trailers, both of them. You may have not seen the second one, but I'll show you both of them, give you my opinions on it, and you'll see both of them as it is. You won't see the commentating, sadly, or the sounds of it and stuff like that, but I will leave the description in there. So as you could first see, they have real-life Mike and Eddie, well, Doc as they call them, but they both are actually in the game. This is all real gameplay footage. This is their first time actually giving us real gameplay footage, but as you can see, they're both actually in the game, so that's going to be a pretty cool feature. They might randomly pop them like this, or it may be for only intermission stuff, like pre-game, intermission, stuff like that, going into a shootout. Maybe they'll pop up, but I'm not really sure exactly. And as you can see here, the little I guess presentation, stuff like that, like just showing his like little bar right there, that red bar. It does look very good. I believe this is all NBC's actual stuff. It does look really solid, and you can see actual gameplay for one. So the new NBC top of the the hub, whatever you want to call it, the top, it looks really good. The whole gameplay right here, so you guys can see, it looks fairly good. This is a new camera angle. I think it's dynamic high or something like that. The hitting looks fairly similar, to be completely honest. The skating looks fairly similar as well, and I mean the skating itself, like, has the players skate up and stuff like that, looks fairly similar. The deking, though, it looks a lot better in my opinion. It looks a lot nicer. There's some new stuff in there which is pretty cool. As you can see, they showed some of the fans. I mean, in terms of how different it is, it's not that different when you score a goal. It gives like a 2-second time to celebrate, and then it shows you some fans like they sometimes do. They look, obviously they're different fans, so it looks a bit better, but nothing huge of a change. And again, the deking doesn't look the best, but they added some new stuff like that. Looks pretty cool, looks nice. As you can see, the 12-player collision, the one guy got tripped and then the other guy fell right over him. And yeah, I mean, there is some new stuff in here that looks pretty cool. The ice, as you can see, looks a bit weird, but they were saying that as the period progresses, the ice will be a little bit worse. And if you're watching the commentary there, some of the stuff honestly doesn't feel the best. They were like watching some of the plays, like right there, they didn't even really recognize how close the guy was. Obviously, that's probably impossible to do because anything could happen in this game, but the commentating, it does feel a bit flat, especially coming from Doc. So like every goal, there's a few times, I don't know if it was this trailer or the other one, but they scored 3 different goals, 3 different games, and he said they score the exact same way. They should have had a few other ways to say it. I know it's hard because anyone could score. It could be from any player, any assist, anything could happen. But I feel like they should have not showed that in the trailer. They should have had at least like 100 or so ways to say how they score, who scores, stuff like that. But I mean, it definitely is refreshing having new commentators. But something like this with 1 second, well, 0.1, and he says they score. Like, should have put a little bit more emphasis. They should have had something like if it's under a minute, like they had in NHL 14, 13 to like NHL 11. Well, no, it was like NHL 07 with those commentators. But if it was under a minute, they'd be like, oh, and that's gonna, like, something like that, like a little bit more emphasis. But commentating wise, it so far is meh. I mean, I'm happy there's 2 new guys in here, especially these 2. These guys are unreal. But I feel like they sort of took away from what they both actually give to the game. Doc is usually giving 110% every game, every goal. He's always super excited. In this, he seems a bit like maybe they told him he had to maybe not scream as much, but maybe overtime games, stuff like that, he'll put a bit more. But commentating wise, I feel like from what I've seen, it's average. It's nothing amazing. Again, it is nice to see new people in here, so that's going to be cool, but it's nothing amazing. Skating wise, stuff like that, it looks pretty good. Nothing amazing as well. Presentation wise, I really like it. NBC has really nice stuff. Again, like right here, really nice. That bar is really solid. Really happy with what they're doing presentation wise. Gameplay wise, I'm not going to say it's amazing. I'm not going to say it's bad. It looks a bit different. Nothing too amazing of a change again, but I'm pretty happy. Deking wise, I think it's pretty good. I always like to see new ways to deke and stuff like that. It's nothing amazing though, I'm going to be honest, but it is nice, a nice refreshing feel. It seems like there's probably going to be some things with those 45-degree cuts. From the trailer, well, these 2 gameplay trailers, they show a lot of 45-degree cuts, and it is kind of sad to see the same presentation of them coming out of the box, just looking backwards at them, just pouting, them walking away. Celebrations, though, they show, I think, a few new ones. They look pretty solid. I'm not sure how they're going to work. there's nothing, I mean, if that's how they actually look, because I know for NHL, like, previous ones, if you didn't press any buttons, it did automatic ones. I'm not sure if these are automatic ones, or they're actually pressing buttons, because when you press buttons in NHL 14, when you celebrate, it looks so bad. It doesn't look realistic at all. And from the ones they have here, they look pretty realistic, so if those are the ones you press with buttons, that's going to be pretty cool, because that looks a lot more realistic than past NHLs. But as you can see, that Deacon right there, it looks pretty cool. This whole, I don't know what camera angle this is, it's pretty cool though, but I mean, some of the stuff here, it's nothing groundbreaking or amazing. Like this play right here, Steen, these are kind of all similar plays. You get to see the new graphics though, they look pretty solid. The new fans, they didn't really focus that much on them. Like, you don't really pay attention to them that much, to be completely honest. So I know they probably put a ton of effort and time in it, but I don't know if it's going to pay off because no one really notices them. But that goal right there was sick. Same with that celebration. If you guys watch the trailer, that song they played was pretty bad, to be honest. I don't know what it was. It's this random pop song that I never heard of. I don't think anyone has. But again, another sick little goal right there. And the new changing the lines, the little presentation there is pretty cool as well. Obviously not the actual, I don't know, I think that's Bernier, not his actual helmet. I don't think it's Reimer. But again, it looks pretty cool. The jersey flow looks pretty cool, but it definitely, I think they could make some adjustments. Skating slow like that, your jersey's not going to be flapping all over the ice. There's only a few players in the actual NHL who their jersey flaps like that, like players with extreme speed and skill. Well, not skill, but extreme speed would flap like that, like just going down slowly, doing a few, like right there. I don't think his jersey would be flapping like that, but again, another new celebration by another nice little goal. And it looks pretty cool. Again, it's sad to see the same old coming by the bench and doing that. Like, they could have changed the camera angle a bit, but that deke right there by Parise was really sick. I don't know how easy it's going to be able to pull off. It might just be one of those quick ones, but that's another sick one as well. This new skill stick. Excuse my French. But yeah, some of the stuff does look really cool. Some of the stuff looks average, and some of the stuff looks meh, but I can't really commentate about it or give you my actual opinions until I actually get a feel of the game. But there are some nice goals right here. The new lighting looks really sick. The new celebrations look sick. Some of the new deking looks really sick. The presentation looks really sick. Some of the gameplay-wise stuff, the commentating looks about meh, but we'll have to see when the actual game comes out and when I can further give an honest opinion. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I'll leave both links for the two trailers in the description, and I'm really excited to see NHL 15 on the Xbox One in a few weeks. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. I gotta stay high.